Hello. On preparing snapper for cleaning, you want to make sure all those scales are off that fish. It's a beautiful fish, supposed to be a very tasty fish, and you want to make sure all those scales are off in every corner. Sometimes you get them from the fishmonger and they are not quite clean, so you go up into the scales, make sure there are no scales. I hate eating fish and there are scales on my fish, so I always make sure and double, cleaning when I'm eating it. Even if I'm eating it out, I check to make sure it's cleaned. You go all up along the back of the fins, okay, to make sure no scales are coming off. All along the tail, into every crease and crevice there, all under here, because you see scales would still keep coming off. And you want to make sure all inside are clean. Make sure it's totally clean in there. Get every little bit out. I don't like any of this stuff in there either. So we want to make sure all of that is out inside and it's cleaned inside. Okay? What we're going to do here, what I like to do, is you clip these fins off. You can't eat those, so you can clip them off. Clip them off, use a scissor. You clip the little wings, they're called. And here we go up along the back. Up along the back and get this off. A scissor is much more efficient in getting the job done. I like to get all these off for my fish. Okay? And what I learned from my mom is you go along that fish and you want to make a scorch. We call it a scorch in the fish. And this is where all your seasonings are going to go on in here. Okay? You make sure that's nicely opened there, because all your seasoning and flavoring can go into the fish as well. I already did this side, but we want to make sure. You finish with one. You already clipped the tail off. And there you have a perfect snapper. Beautiful snapper. Nice pink, fresh. And you do the same thing with the other one. I have two here for my lunch. Get that fin clip right off the fin, and you do the same here. You get up under here, clip it off, get rid of that, go up along the back of the fish, and we want to get all that clipped off. Clean fish. Alright? We go again with the knife if you missed it, and make sure that you have a few little ones coming off. Make sure that fish is clean. No one want to be eating scales. You see that? Still scales on there, even though they cleaned it at the fish shop. So here we have another spot people miss. Get it all nicely cleaned. Do a great job. You want to go on inside again. You want to totally cut that open. Some people leave it that way. Cut it open so you can get in there. The gill's already taken out. And you want to get in here. Some people don't want to see that, but you know what? There's a lot of stuff in there that we don't want to eat. Some people don't mind eating it, but I like to clean it all out in there. Get it nicely cleaned out. A nice clean fish inside. I want to double check my other one. A scissor comes in handy. Scissor and a knife. That's all you need to clean a fish. If you want to fillet a fish, you can do the same thing. You go straight from the back here, straight from the back there, and you cut straight up. Or let's do this here. Straight in. Okay, you can fillet that fish just as easily with a knife. Hold that part up and go straight under there, close to the bone. Close to the bone. You might still have a few bones in there, but I like to get that right in half. Get that fish totally in half. Straight up the back side there. Back of the fin. Open it up. Take it right up there. See? Fillet. Good enough for me, because I like my bones in my fish. Okay? Half of that fish. up along the back. And we want to separate it from the head. So when my mom used to send me down to the seaside to clean those fish, she knew I'd be a self-sufficient woman. A self-sufficient lady. And there you get one whole half there. I love it just like that. I like my bones in my fish. Some people like the bones out of the fish. All the same, the bones are here. You go right up under here, and you can get those bones out of that fish. You hear that sound? That's the bones in the fish. Bones out of the fish. So there you have a fish without the bones, and the fillet side. Because even if you get a clean fillet, you're still going to have to feel for those bones in that fish. Now I can eat this because it doesn't have all the bones. You see, took that whole side of bones out of there. This side, I like to fry it sometimes with the head on it, so it's okay for that side. Alright, so this is all the stuff you get off your fish, which is fine. You get a fish ready to eat, nicely filleted. I don't even know it stopped. Nope, didn't stop. Nope, still going. So let's just take another one. While we're at it, make sure, no more scales. Nope, nothing stopped there. It never stops there. Okay. Go to the other one. Nice clean fillet. Look at that. Fillet of snapper. Beautiful pink clean fish. Okay. Keep it close to the bone, the inner bone there. You can hear it. Even with a knife you can feel how far, how close you are to the bone. Perfectly done. See that? Perfect fillet. Do the same thing here. Cut it there, just to separate it from the head. Totally separate it. And go this way. Perfect fillet. Same thing. There are those bones. Huh? We're not done yet. Still going. We're not done. Look. That's the bones. You separate it from the meat. Instead of waiting until you cook it to deal with that. Some people don't mind, but I'd rather get rid of it. See? And you get all the bones. Perfect fillet. Snapper fillet. You take this nice half and you can fry that or you can boil it down. But that's a beautiful, beautiful snapper right there. Happy eating. Enjoy your lunch. This is the beginning for my lunch. Guess what? I have some shrimp I want to bring to the plate. Let's just take a few shrimp. We're going to cook them together anyway. These are shrimp already half cleaned. And all you want to do is you remove the tail. Okay, remove the tail. Clip that tail off. And after cutting to the back of the shrimp and taking that vein, there's a vein back there. We don't want to say what it is, but there's something back there that needs to be cleaned out. Okay, and you just, once that's cut from the back, you want to peel away the skin from that shrimp. So guess who's having shrimp with snapper for lunch? Me. Next tail. Same thing.